And your life has a reason. You're not just here to exist. You're not just here to hurt and suffer. That God has this amazing life for you, and you just need to step out of your comfort zone, and you got to embrace it and just trust Him. And that's exactly what I did. And it gave me 5 wonderful years with the Salvation Army of going all over and sharing my testimony, being in a magazine, and my testimony all out 127 countries. And I mean, it was just an amazing time. And of course, when my faith is the strongest, guess what? The devil's going to shake us. So life's been great to me, and like I said, I'm with the Salvation Army, and my sister is giving me a nephew and 2 nieces, and they are my entire world. And I spend a week and a month with them, and every vacation and all my furlough time is spent with them, and I helped raise them, bring them home from the hospital. So they are literally my world. Kettle season, Christmas time with the Salvation Army is a whole different life, like, for real. You're doing kettles, angel tree, keeping up with employees, and for our bell ringers, we would go above and beyond. We would pick them up, feed them breakfast, do devotions, take them to the kettle sites, take lunch to them, check in with them several times a day. And of course, you gotta spy on them, make sure that they're doing what they're supposed to, and things like that. And so you're just so busy, and unfortunately, your family kind of goes on the back burner during that time. But it's okay, because you just gotta make it through until Christmas, and you're good to go, and you get furlough time with your family. So, of course, to me, that's exciting with these 3 babies. I've already got Christmas presents brought up, and I'm ready. Well, December 2nd, I get a text from my sister, and it'd been a long day. And it was sleeting, so the roads were bad, and it was 9-10 o'clock at night. So my focus is to get home, and I get this text, and I love my sister, but she'll admit it, autocorrect is her worst enemy. And like, half the time it's like, what are you saying? But for some reason, this text, I knew it was different, and I pulled over, even though it said something about a dog in blue. So I'm like, what? But I pull over and I call her, and she tells me that my nephew had been bit by a pit bull in the back of his neck, and they were at the hospital, and they were doing surgery with him, and he had turned blue. And she's saying, "No, God says, it's bad. He turned blue." And I start preparing myself for the worst, even though I'm texting everybody, I'm even on Facebook, just desperate for people to pray, because I can't lose my baby. And I'm sitting there, trying to be patient and wait on her to reply back. So I go to the other ministers. I go to their house, because I know I can't be alone right now, because I already know what's going to happen. And she calls back, and she tells me that he didn't make it. And again, my world is shaken. And I am beyond devastated. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do either, because it's kettle season. So, I have all these responsibilities in front of me, and I'm not sure what to do. Of course, the Salvation Army, it was no hesitation. You get there, you do what you got to. And I made the decision not to drive that night. But, the following months were the hardest months of my entire life. And losing my mom seemed like a walk in the park at this point. I literally didn't get out of bed for days. I didn't bathe, didn't eat, didn't dress. My life was over. But I knew I had these 2 little girls. So after taking a couple months off for work and stuff, I go back and I try. But ministry is just overwhelming. If you're doing ministry right, you are given your whole self, and then you're given more than just that. So, you're draining yourself, and I'm not, because man, it's the most rewarding thing I've ever done. But I couldn't do it. So life has led me to North Carolina, and I've met somebody, and I have another family now. Like, of course, I have my old family, my grandma and my sister and my nieces, and they mean the world to me and things. But I found my place, and if I hadn't been from all those bumps and everything I went through, I wouldn't be me, and I wouldn't be here today. So I promise, I know things are really hard right now. I received word yesterday that we're on furlough without pay. And I know a lot of people on Facebook are going on about people on unemployment getting an extra $600 and all this. The thing of it is, when are we going to get the money? We have a family and stuff till then. So my thing is, whether you're working or you're not, you still have worries right now, and you're still carrying a lot on your shoulder. Because for me, it's hard not working. It's depressing, and it's just really, really hard. But no matter what you're going through, no matter what uncertainties you have and questions you have and doubts, hang in there. I know that there are brighter days. I mean, look at how gorgeous it is today. There's brighter days, and you are here for a reason. So get out and share your story. Don't be ashamed of things you've been through or snotty noses. But get out there and share your story and help somebody, because I promise, this little girl from Logan, West Virginia, who I know society thought would be just another person on welfare with several kids that had no hope and no purpose. Society was wrong. Don't conform to those chains, and go out and just grab onto the day, and know that wherever you are, you're there for a reason. And just keep your head up high. I know this has been really, really long, and I'm sorry. And for those of you that have stood in here, thank you. And I've not done this for anybody to feel sorry for me or anything like that, because I don't want that. I just want you to know that things will get better. So, I like I said, I hope I've helped somebody. And I'll talk to you all later. Bye.